Good day, everyone. Welcome to this video presentation offering you an overview of physical security. Physical security is a fundamental aspect of protecting sensitive information and ensuring the safety of people and assets. It involves measures and controls to prevent unauthorized access, physical attacks, theft, and other threats. In this presentation, we will cover the basics of physical security and its importance in today's world. We'll discuss topics such as threats to physical security, access control methods, video surveillance systems, alarm types, physical security planning, training, and management. Buckle up and let's get started. Let's start by understanding the definition of physical security. Physical security is the protection of personnel, hardware, programs, networks, data, and property from physical circumstances and events that could cause significant harm or loss to an organization. This includes protecting valuables and things that are easily converted to money, such as cash, jewelry, and electronics. Loss prevention is a critical component of physical security, and it involves a variety of measures to deter, detect, and respond to theft, vandalism, and other threats. Now, let's explore why physical security is essential for an organization. Physical security measures help keep employees, facilities, and assets safe from real-world threats. They protect against both internal and external intruders. Examples of information security threats include unauthorized access, theft, physical attacks, and even the installation of malicious software. These threats can have a significant impact on an organization, including financial losses, damage to reputation, and loss of customer trust. Understanding the critical components of physical security is crucial. Access control is one such component involving using biometric or ID restrictions to monitor physical access. Surveillance is another crucial component, utilizing technologies like burglar alarms, guards, and camera surveillance systems to record movements. A deep or layered protection ensures multiple control points within the physical infrastructure. To secure assets, it is important to establish a physical security perimeter and control who can enter and exit the facility. This includes using physical barriers such as fences and gates, as well as physical access controls such as locks and keycards. Offices, rooms, and facilities from external and environmental threats also needs to be secured. With the advancement of technology, the integration of the Internet of Things, IoT, and artificial intelligence, AI, has transformed physical security. This integration enhances security through real-time video surveillance analysis, intelligence access control systems, patrols of robots and drones, and crowd monitoring. Understanding how IoT and AI contribute to physical security is vital in today's interconnected world. Let's focus on the primary threats that physical security aims to address. These threats can be physical, technological, or involve social engineering. Physical threats include unauthorized access, theft, vandalism, and natural disasters. Technological threats involve attacks on computer systems and networks. Social engineering attacks, such as tailgating and piggybacking, exploit human behavior to gain unauthorized access. Finally, let's discuss the standard controls and practices to protect physical security. These include implementing remote access measures, using gates and barriers to control entry points, deploying surveillance systems and alarm systems, implementing access controls to restrict unauthorized access, ensuring well-lit areas, and conducting regular audits to identify vulnerabilities and establishing an incident response plan. Organizations are vulnerable to different physical threats that can cause harm and compromise their valuable assets. Theft is one of the most common physical threats in organizations. Accidents and natural events such as earthquakes, floods, and fires are unpredictable, but it is important to be prepared. Organizations should develop emergency response strategies to minimize the effects of natural disasters. Tailgating is a social engineering attack where an unauthorized person attempts to enter a restricted area by using unethical methods, for example by following someone to a restricted area. Sabotage is the action of damaging something to disrupt organizational efforts. Vandalism is the deliberate action of damaging property. Vandalism can be harmless, but sometimes it can even affect the organization's operations. Workplace violence is the action or risk of violence within the workplace. It can manifest in ways such as harassment, physical assaults, and verbal abuse. Workplace violence can affect individuals' morale and compromise their health. Physical threats are not to be overlooked, for it is important to understand these threats and take action to minimize the risks associated. Physical security access control measures play a vital role in safeguarding an organization's assets. These measures differ depending on the type of boundary they aim to protect. Starting with the perimeter, organizations often build fences around the entire land to establish a clear boundary. Security guards may be stationed at the gates to control access, while barricades are installed to block unauthorized vehicles. Moving inside the facility, organizations employ security guards and lock doors to restrict entry. Only authorized personnel are granted access to ensure the integrity of sensitive areas. Within the buildings, secure work areas and server rooms require additional access control. These areas are typically limited to authorized individuals, such as IT personnel. Server rooms often have locking cabinets to protect valuable equipment, while cable locks secure laptop computers. Let's take a closer look at some of the access control methods employed by organizations. Physical locks, mechanical keypad locks, electronic code locks, access cards, magnetic cards, tourniquets. Biometric systems, fingerprint scanning, retinal scanning, and iris scanning. In perimeter security, the controls are placed on the perimeter of a facility to prevent unauthorized access to the property. We can differentiate between natural and man-made barriers, which can serve as perimeter security. Natural barriers include landscaping, hedgerows, and man-made barriers include, for example, fences, gates, barriers, and bollards. In this video, our primary focus will be on man-made barriers. In some cases, a fence might not be enough to deter a potential intruder. To increase the effectiveness of security measures, organizations erect stronger constructions like bollards. Another important thing to consider when discussing perimeter security is lighting. Installing lights at all the entrances to a building can deter people from trying to break in. Having lights switched on all the time is costly, though so many organizations use a combination of automation, light dimmers, and motion sensors to reduce electricity costs without sacrificing security. The lights themselves should be secured so that nobody can remove the light bulbs. Therefore, they should either be placed high enough so that they can't be reached easily or protected with a metal cage. Security cameras have become an integral part of security of an organization. Their presence alone acts as a deterrent to potential criminals. By capturing valuable visual evidence, security cameras aid in the detection and investigation of incidents such as theft, vandalism, or unauthorized access. This evidence serves as vital information for identifying perpetrators and supporting law enforcement in their investigations. Video surveillance must comply with acts regulating personal privacy. Cameras cannot be installed in places where people expect a high level of privacy protection, for instance, in the recreational areas of workplaces, changing rooms, or restrooms. There are essentially two types of video surveillance systems, analog and IP cameras. Analog cameras use analog technology to transmit video signals over coaxial cables, while IP cameras use digital technology and transmit data over networks. Alarms are very important to safeguard premises and protect assets. The increasing instances of break-ins and thefts and property-related crimes necessitate comprehensive security measures. Alarms serve as a powerful deterrent to potential intruders. When activated, alarms alert law enforcement and security personnel, this way increasing the chances of stopping criminals in the act. Intrusion alarms are used to detect unwanted access to specific areas. For example, with infrared motion detectors, door sensors, vibration detectors, glass break sensors, and more. Fire alarms are used to alert about the presence of fire hazards. These alarms are supposed to be louder than the ambient sound. The most common fire alarms are smoke detectors, heat detectors. Panic alarms provide help during threatening situations or emergencies. Employee physical security training is crucial for ensuring the safety and health of employees, as well as preserving the company's tangible and intangible assets. This training equips employees with the necessary skills to protect the company's assets, including material and intellectual property, and helps prevent threats such as unauthorized access and theft. Furthermore, it prepares personnel to respond effectively to unforeseen situations and disasters and accidents, as well as workplace attacks. Physical security management refers to the process of planning, implementing, and controlling measures to protect people, assets, and information from physical threats. This includes the strategic management and coordination of security practices and resources to ensure the safety and security of the physical environment. Based on the above, the following recommendations can be given to employees to ensure an integrated approach. Physical security planning is of paramount importance because it forms the foundation of protecting people, property, and assets from a myriad of potential threats. Some places have evident security vulnerabilities. These weak points should be addressed at all times as they constitute the foundational elements in safeguarding people, property, and assets from a wide array of potential threats. We find ourselves in a room with security planners who are deep in discussion. They are diligently exploring and debating the deployment of essential security measures such as cameras, access control systems, and physical barriers. This emphasizes the critical nature of their role in ensuring comprehensive protection. Here are some core tenets of physical security planning to keep in mind. Firstly, that you identify risks and use a risk-based approach. Identify your assets and protect those specifically. Ensure the safety of individuals and their peace of mind. And always remember deterrence and cost efficiency when planning for physical security. Physical security isn't merely about locks and cameras. It's a meticulous blend of strategy, technology, and vigilance. From protecting assets to ensuring the safety of individuals, its significance transcends simple measures. It's the assurance of peace within walls and the shield against the unforeseen. By understanding, implementing, and consistently refining physical security practices, organizations fortify themselves against threats, safeguard their integrity, and foster a resilient future. Remember, security is a commitment, not just a precaution.